We'll start. Vinayaka namastubhyam satatam modakapriya nirvignam kuru me deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini vidyarambham karishyamaha siddhir bhavatu no sada gurur brahma gurur vishnu gurur devo maheshwaraha guru sakshat param brahma tasmai shri gurave namaha Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane Apadamapahartaram Datam Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha Shri Raghavam Dasharatha Majamapremeyam Sitapatim Raghukulan Vayaratnadipam Ajanubahum Aravinda Dalayataksham Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami Shri Raghurama Taru Tulasi Daladhama Shamakshmad Shringara Gunabhirama Vijagannata Shaurya Ramalalama Durvaruka Bandha Rakshasa Virama Jagajjana Kalmasharnavot Tarakanama Bhadragiri Dasharathi Karunapayonidhi Anjaneya Matipatalanam Kanchanadrikamaniya Vigraham Parijata Tarumula Vasinam Bhavayami Pavamananandanam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Katamastakanjalim Bashpavari Paripurnalochanam Marutim Namatarakshasantakam Buddhir Balam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvamarogata Ajadyam Vakpatutvancha Hanumatsmaranad Bhavet Pujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam. Adyatana Panchangam, May 20th, 2023. Shobhakran Samvatsare Uttarayane Grishmartau. So Grishma Ritu started from today. Jyeshthamase, because Chaitra Vaishakha, which is Vasanta Ritu over, now Jyeshthamasa started. Shukla Pakshe Pratipattithau, exactly till noon, followed by Dvitiya. Stiravasaraha, Rohini Nakshatram till 25 before midnight, followed by Mrigashirksha Nakshatram. Atiganda Yoga, just ending very shortly, in another 24 minutes, followed by Sukarma Yoga. Bhavakaranam, again coinciding with the ending of the Tithi. First Karanam always coincides with the ending of the Tithi. So Bhavakaranam till noon, followed by Balavakaranam till 16 after midnight, followed by Kaulavakaranam. Sarvebhyaha Suprabhatam. Since we don't have much time, we are a little late. I want to cover at least the 30th sloka, which becomes the greatest quote. If you all have book and pen, you should write down and keep quoting it wherever you can. Keep quoting it, keep quoting it. Atha ashtadasha sargaha Sadadarshasane Ramo
Ramo
Nishannam Pitaram Shubhe
Nishannam Pitaram Shubhe
Kaikeyi Sahitam Dinam
Kaikeyi Sahitam Dinam
Mukhena Parisushyata.
Mukhena Parishishyata.
So I think we just covered first two shlokas last week, but we'll quickly cover that. So Saha Ramaha, after he entered finally the antaHpuram of Kaikeyi, where Dasharatha is sitting. How is he sitting? Shubhe Asane Dadarsha. Rama saw Dasharatha sitting in the grand asana. But Deenam, his father, Deenam Pitaram, Nishannam, was very pitiful, sorrowful, Nishannam, depressed, hurt. And Mukhena Parisushyata, with his mouth very dried up. Parisushyati. Vepatushchame sharirivame, he says, right? Parisushyati, dried up. With dried up mouth, that means probably white patches on his lips and face, unable to talk. Deenam, Kaikeyi Sahitam. And that is the adjective there. He is along with Kaikeyi, with whom normally he enjoys his time, but here he is very pitiful and sorrowful. Sapituscharanav purvam
Sapiturascharanam purvam
abhivadya vinitavat
abhivadya vinitavat
tato vavande charanau
tato bhavadde charanam
Kaikeyasu samahitaha.
Kaikeyi samahitaha.
So he first did abhivadanam to his father. Purvam pituhu charanau abhivadya vinitavat, with all the humility, humbleness, with all devotion to his father. And we'll see his statements later also, how for him father is everything. So pituscharanav purvam abhivadya vinitavat tataha Kaikeyyah charanau susamahitaha bhavande. Very balanced way, in a composed manner. Then he went to Kaikeyi and did vandanam to her feet also. Rametyuktva tu vachanam.
Rametyaktu vachanam
Bashpa paryakulekshanaha.
bhajya paryakulekshanaha
Bashpa paryakulekshanaha.
bhashpa paryakulekshanaha
Shashakana pitur dino.
shishakaha nrutu dino
Nekshitum nabhi-bhaashitum.
nekshitum nabhi-bhaashatum.
So Rama ityuktva tu vachanam. That's all Dasharatha could talk and say, Rama. And then na shashaka, he could not. Na saka, na karsaka, as we say, right, in Hindi. That is shashaka. Na saka. What na saka? Na ikshitum. He couldn't even look eye to eye into Rama. Na abhi-bhaashitum, nor to converse. And how was he? Bashpa paryakulekshanaha. Bashpa is akula ikshanaha, with tearful, sorrowful eyes and fumes coming out of his eyes, which means very emotional, unbalanced, unable to control himself. So that kind of a Rama ityuktva tu vachanam. That's all he could speak. Only 2 letters. He could just at least call his name, but he could not speak any further, nor could he even look into the face of Rama. Tadapurvam narapater drishtva.
Tadapurvam narapate drishtva
Rupam bhayavaham.
Rupam bhayavaham
Ramopi bhayamapannaha.
Ramopi bhayamapannaha
Padasprushtveva pannagam.
Padasprushtveva pannagam.
So tadapurvam. Rama could never see Dasharatha like that. He has seen his father as the Chakravarti of the world, or a very loving father, or a romantic husband. This is only how he saw Dasharatha. He never saw his father so dull, pitiful, depressed, and not talking to him. So, Narapatehe tadapurvam rupam bhayavaham. That too, looking at him, Rama was engrossed with fear now. Fear as in guilt-based fear. Did I do anything wrong? Kind of a fear. Bhayavaham Ramopi bhayam apannaha. He also ended up in fear. And what is the simile given here? Pada pannagam spruštva iva. Pannagam is serpent, snake. If by mistake we touch or hit a snake with our feet, what is our scare now? Oh my God, will it raise now? Will it bite me? Can't move. What to do? We don't know, right? So that kind of a fear Rama got. Why is my father like this? He was never like this with me. Indriyair aprahrishtaihi.
Indriya prahustai
tam klesha santapa karshitam.
Kam klesha santapa karshitam.
Nishvasantam maharajam.
Nishvasantam maharajam.
Vyathitakula chetasam.
Vyatitakula chetasam.
Urmi malinam akshobhyam.
Urmi malinam akshobhyam.
Shubhyantamiva sagaram.
Shubhyantamiva sagaram.
Upaplutamivadityam.
Upaplutamivadityam.
Uktanrita rushim yatha.
Muktanruta brushim tatha yatha.
Yatha. So these are various similes that Rama is probably seeing of his father. Indriyaihi aprushtaihi, aprahrishtaihi. Hrishta, hearty, happy. Prahrishta, very happy. Aprahrishta, not at all happy. With not at all happy senses. That means he was not able to receive, he was not able to see that Rama has come. He's not able to hear Rama, not able to understand Rama. So indriyaihi aprushtaihi, aprahrushtaihi. Klesha santapa karshitam. If you have ended up in a trouble, klesha, then whatever pain that you get out of it, santapa akarshitam, santapa karshitam. So he was looking as if he got into a trouble by, he got into some difficulty, and whatever sorrow he would have in that, he was looking like that. Nishvasantam, sighing out, exhale, like that, right? Sighing, S-I-G-H-I, sighing out. Maharajam, Vyathita akula chetasam. Vyathita is hurt, wounded. Vyatha, one who has faced Vyatha, is Badha, is Vyathitaha. Vyathita akula chetasam, filled all around with that hurtness. And some more, so that is how he looked. And now the simile is being given of his state, of what Rama observed of Dasharatha, is Urmi malinam akshobhyam kshubhyantamiva sagaram. Sagara, sea or ocean, is Urmi malinam. Malinam is garlanded with, it's covered with. It's continuously with Urmi. Urmi is waves. Urmi mala. Urmi malinam sagaram akshobhyam. Such a sea with full of waves can never be stopped or controlled by anyone, right? I mean, it keeps, waves will keep tiding. It keeps come to this shore, goes back, keeps come to the shore. Hey, stop. Nobody can stop it. Nobody can build a wall there and say it stops there. No. So, akshobhyam urvimalinam sagaram shubhyantamiva. Such a sea, which is an independent, joyful, playing on its own kind of a sea, if that is put to, if that itself is like stopped now, can you imagine, oh, what? This sea is so quiet. What happened to it? Is the feeling we get, right? So Dasharatha is looking like that. Such a great king is now looking almost unconscious or not moving, immobile kind of a person. Upaplutam iva adityam. A sun under eclipse. A sun eclipsed by Rahu, for example, shadowed by Rahu. All the brightness of sun is gone and becomes dark. So upaplutam adityam iva. And great simile given is, this is what we have to remember in quote. Uktanrita rishim yatha. If a rishi, even if by mistake they say something, that becomes a shapa. And when people will accept it, if they say you become stone, they become stone. Right? So much of reverence for the speech of a rishi because of the tapas they did and the satya-vaakya-paripaalanam that they do. Such a rishi, anrutam uktam, if at all such a rishi says anritam, a false thing, then what guilt he gets into. And we have seen that in the very third chapter of Balakanda, right? When Valmiki himself, Ma nishadastvam, and when he gives that, when he shouts at that nishada, who shot into one of the Krauncha Pakshi couple, then he feels guilty. Oh no, why did I, shout and say bad words like this? What happened to all my tapas? Right? That guilt. So he, when a good person, if he loses temper anytime, they immediately become quiet and they become guilty. They feel guilt. So Uktanrita Rishim Yatha. And so Dasharatha is also looking like a rishi who would have uttered by mistake Anritam Vakyam, something to be unuttered that he has uttered. Then the guilt and the silence that he remains in is how Dasharatha is also looking like to be for Rama. Achintya kalpam hi pituhu.
Achintya kalpam hi pituhu.
Tam shokam upadharayan.
Tam shokam upadharayan.
Babhuva samrabdhataraha.
Babhuva samrabdhataraha.
Samudra iva parvani.
Samudra iva parvani.
So achintya kalpam hi pituhu. Achintya kalpam, I mean, can never be thought and imagined, beyond imagination. Nrupatehe tam shokam, of the king, that sorrowness. I mean, Rama could never imagine such a deep sorrow of his father, the king Dasharatha. Upadharayan, by the king who is holding that sorrowness still, which was never beyond imagination of Rama. Parvani samrabdhataraha samudraha iva babhuva. Parva is a festival normally, but Parva is also Purnima, because that is the best festival, best day that we can have. And on Purnima Tithi, just as the sea will have the highest tide, and you can also look at it as activeness, you can also look at it as disturbed. Now, for somebody who came looking at their well in the home and sees a sea on the Purnima Tithi, he thinks, hey, why is this sea so disturbed? Right? So also, Rama is looking at his father in such a state. Rama is in a very disturbed mood. What did I do wrong? Did I do wrong yesterday? Did I say wrong? Did I commit anything wrong to my friends, to my people, to my neighbors, to my guards? What did he notice wrong in me that he's so quiet or that he's so sorrow? What wrong could I have done? So in various angles he's thinking. So his mind is very, very disturbed or perturbed. Samrabdha taraha, in a relative sense, relative degree. His mind is very, very perturbed, like the sea on a sea with the tides on a full moon day. Chintayamasa cha tada Ramaha.
Chintayamasa cha tada Ramaha.
Pitruhite rataha.
Pitruhite rataha.
Kim svidadyaiva nrupatihi.
Kim svidadyaiva nrupatihi.
Namam pratyabhinandati.
Namam pratyabhinandati.
So he's chintayamasa, he started thinking. Tada Ramaha chintayamasa, he started thinking. What kind of a Rama? Who is pitruhite rataha? His only vratam is pitruhitam. Always seeking his father to be happy. That's all. If his father is happy, he is happy. Such a pitruhite rataha Ramaha tada chintayamasa. Kim svid, what could it be? What could have happened? Kim svid adyaivan nrupatihi. Kim svid adya nrupatihi namam pratyabhinandati eva. Is not acknowledging me. He's not appreciating me at all. Normal days, anytime you see, oh my gold, my bangaram, Rama, how are you? Rama, my life. Are Rama, my beloved one. Come Rama, are wah. Oh, you fell down? How nicely you fell down. Oh, you missed the arrow. Wow, that's a tough target. Like that, he used to appreciate me, even if I, failed or anything. Such a father, namam pratyabhinandati eva. Why is he not even appreciating me at all? Iti chintayamasa. He started thinking like that. Anyada mam pita drishtva.
Anyada mam pitam društva.
Pita drishtva.
Pita društva.
Kupitopi prasidati.
Kupitopi prasidati.
Tasya mamadya samprekshya.
Tasya mamadya samprekshya.
Kim ayasah pravartate.
Kim ayasa pravartate.
So he started thinking, Anyada, otherwise, at other times, Kupitaha api, even though he was angry, Mam drishtva pita prasidati. Even if he was angry with his, meeting at his office, or he had a fight with his wife, or he had a fight with his, counselors, advisors, board, etc. Or maybe he walked into his house and probably into his room and the table was not cleaned. All the files were there lying loose. Damn, who did this? He would have become angry like that normally. Even when he is angry, kupitaha api anyada, at other times, mam drishtva, by looking at me, pita prasidati. Rama. He would forget all that anger. Just by looking at me, he would always forget his anger. He would forget his other feelings and become happy and get pleased. Mam drishtva prasidati. Tasya adya mam samprekshya kim ayasah pravartate. Such a father, looking at me today, kim ayasah pravartate. Why is he having this trouble? Normally, he should be delighted when he sees me. Every time that, even if he was angry, even if he was disturbed till that moment, as soon as he looks at me, he used to be very happy. Such a dasharatha, such a father, what happened to him today, that even after looking at me for a moment, and he could not even look at me anymore, he couldn't even talk to me, he doesn't appreciate me, he doesn't shield me. What could have happened? Kim ayasah pravartate. Ayasah khedaha. Sadina iva shokartaha.
Sadina eva shokarto.
Vishanna vadanadyutihi.
Vishanna vadanadyutihi.
Kaikeyi abhivadyaiva.
Kaikayim abhivadyeva.
Ramo vachanam abravit.
Ramo vachanam abravit.
So having thought like that, Saha Ramaha Vishanna vadanadyutihi, his vadanam, face, normally it would have that glow. Ravi Shashishurya Lochanau, such a Rama with all the glow of moon and sun. But Vishanna Dyuti, Vishanna Vadana Dyutihi, now looking at his father, he is also dull. What happened? What happened like this? So such Rama, Shokartaha, Deenaha, he also got engulfed, engrossed into sorrowness. And such Rama, Kaikeyi abhivadya, again by doing a namaskara, abhivadanam to his mother Kaikeyi, idam vachanam abravit, he said this. That means he asked Kaikeyi. And here onwards, beautiful questions. And this is one introduction to, there is one Kachit Sarga that will come soon. Not soon, much later in the Aranyakanda. But there, the whole Sarga is Rama asking Bharata, and the name is Kachit Sarga. Kachit, 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 Kachit. He keeps asking, how is that? I mean, we cannot easily translate Kachit in English. Kahi. In Hindi, at least you can say Kahi सभी लोग ठीक है? कहीं ये गलत नहीं हो रहा है?
Is this
कहीं-
because
हाँ?
is this because of this? Is this why he is sad? Is this why could
Correct.
be?
Correct. But that is long English, right? कहीं will feel that.
ये तो नहीं है. हाँ,
हाँ,
इसके
ये
लिए.
तो नहीं है सर. Correct.
Whether,
Weather, probably, yeah, weather, yeah. But that weather, yeah, something like that, yes. So, kachit na maya aparadham ajnanat. Hey, did I, कहीं मुझसे गलती नहीं हुआ? कहीं मुझसे अपराध नहीं हुआ? कच्चित मया na aparadham ajnanat. I know I would not consciously do it. But without my knowledge, have I done any mistake, any blunder committed by me? Yena me pita kupitaha, by which my father, because of which probably my father is now, angry. Tanmama chakshva. Oh, am I reading it, or did we read this shloka? We didn't read, right? So say it after me. Kachinmaya naparadham.
कच्चिन्मया नापराधम्
Ajnanat yena me pita.
अज्ञानात् येन मे पिता
Kupitah tanmama chakshva.
कुपितः तन्मामाचक्ष्व
Tvamevainam prasadaya.
त्वमेवैनं प्रसादय.
That's his first question and request to her. Hope, without my knowledge, did I do any mistake, mother, that my father is angry now? Tanmam achakshva. If so, please let me know what is the reason because of which he looks angry at me. And tvam eva enam prasadaya. You alone seem like can please him now. You are his most beloved wife. So you alone can please him now. Looks like I am not able to. Normally, anytime he sees me, he becomes happy, but he doesn't seem to be happy now. So only you can make tvam eva enam prasadaya. You only please him. Aprasanna manah kinnu
aprasannamanah kinnu
sada mam prativatsalah
sada mam prativatsalah
vivarna vadano dino
vivarnavadano dino
nahi mam abhi-bhaaShate.
nahi mam abhi-bhaaShate.
So he's saying aprasanna manaha. Prasanna manaha, one who has very pleased heart or happy mind. But he is now aprasanna manaha. Kimnu kahi. Is it so? Or would it be? Is it because sada mam prativatsalaha, one who has always been affectionate towards me. Mam prati vatsalaha. Vivarnavadanaha dinaha nahi mam abhi-bhaaShate. Now such a father who always used to be very affectionate to me is not even talking to me, looking very sorrowful, very depressed, pitiful. What is wrong? Shariro manaso vapi.
शारीरो मानसो वापि
Kacchidenam na badhate.
कच्चिदेनं न बाधते
Santapo vabhitapo va.
संतापो वाभितापो वा
Durlabham hi sada sukham.
दुर्लभं हि सदा सुखम्.
So he's saying, Shariro manaso vapi. Kachit enam na badhate. I hope he's not hurt or he's not affected with any physical damage or meaning physical wound or manasam, any mental issue, any problem that is hurting his mind or body. Is he not well? Santapaha va abhitapaha. So these are the two related results and cause and result effects. So what is the result of this sharira badha? It will be santapaha. What is the manasa badha? abhitapaha. That's how they have put those words together in the Bhashya. Sharira sambandhi jvaradi janitaha santapaha pida. Manasaha manasthavancha purtyabhay ava janito abhitapaha. Manaha vancha purti abhavaha. Something that you wish, but you could not get it, you could not obtain it, and then that mental, failure, dejection. Sada sukham hi durlabham. His father, who always used to be very, very happy, but is now in this state which is normally that he would never end up in. So, what is wrong? Is something hurting him? Is something affecting him, either physically or mentally? Is he not well? Is how he is questioning Kaikeyi. Kachinna kinchit bharate.
Kachinna kinchit bharate.
Kumare priyadarshane.
Kumarebhya darshane.
Shatrughne-va mahasatve.
Shatruvine-va mahasatve.
Matrunam mamashubham.
Matrunam mahashubham.
Mamashubham.
Mamashubham.
Atoshayan maharajam.
Atoshayan maharajam.
Akurvanva piturvachaha.
Akurvanva piturvachaha.
Muhurtamapi necheyam.
Muhurtamapi. Repeat that, Tapogaji, please.
Muhurtamapi necheyam.
Muhurtamapi necheyam.
Jivitum kupite nrupe.
Jivitum kupite nrupe.
So he's saying again kachit. Kachit na kinchit kumare priyadarshane kumare bharate. Hey, was there any mistake? Okay, you are not saying that I have done any blunder. Has my brother Bharata did any mistake? And see his consciousness. He is always saying, if there is something wrong, is it first of all because of me? Have I done anything wrong? Otherwise, have my brothers done anything wrong? Because I'm the head of them. I'm the eldest brother. So if my younger brothers have done something wrong, I'm responsible for it. So, kinchit priyadarshane kumare bharate. In my handsome looking younger brother Bharata, was any mistake done committed by him? Shatrughne-va mahasatve. These are the qualifiers, adjectives that Rama is giving to his brothers. To Bharata, he said Priyadarshana Bharata. Because Rama and Bharata, they look alike, they say, because they were first born. Then Lakshmana and Shatrughna were twins, right? So Priyadarshane Bharate va mahasatve Shatrughne. In the most able, strong Shatrughna. The very name is Shatrun Hanti. Iti Shatrughna. He kills any enemy, any foe, enemy. That is Shatrughna. So very powerful. So Mahasattva, most capable, very strong, able. Either by my beautiful, handsome looking Bharata or by my most angry, full or able enemy killer Shatrughna. Was any mistake done by them? Or Matrunam mama ashubham? Or did my mothers, maybe my mother Kausalya or Sumitra, did they do anything wrong? Or have my brothers done anything wrong to them? Or Atoshayan maharajam. Tosha Santosha. Atoshayan, by displeasing or by making my Maharaja unhappy. Akurvanva piturvachaha. Abba. See the commitment of Rama. Piturvachaha akurvan. Have we not followed, obeyed any of our father's instructions or orders? Akurvan karoti kurvan. By doing continuous tense. Akurvan, continuous tense of Have we not been following anything that my father has instructed us? Muhurtam api necheyam. Even for a moment, I don't like. Jeevitum, I don't like to live. Even for a moment, I don't like to live. Even for a moment, if I notice kupite nrupe, if I see my father angry, I don't like, even for a moment, if I see him angry, or if I see him not happy, let's not say angry. Kupita here is not necessarily angry. He's saying, if I see my father displeased, even for a moment, I don't even like to live. I don't even deserve to live. That I have failed my father in keeping him happy. That is his commitment to his father. Rama is ultimate. Okay, but I will not talk much because we want to cover many more shlokas. And let's all say this great shloka. Yato moolam narah pasyet.
Yato moolam narah pasyet.
Pradurbhavam ihatmanaha.
Pradurbhavam ihatmanaha.
Katham tasmin navarteta. Sati pratyakshe sati daivate. So he's saying, Yataha moolam. From that source where I came, the source, the reason that pradurbhavaha iha mahatmanaha moolam na pasyet, naraha pasyet. If one does not recognize and serve and appreciate the very reason of his birth, what is the reason for his birth? It is his father, it is his parents. So if one does not recognize and acknowledge the reason and appreciate the reason or the source of his birth, katham tasmin navarteta, how one cannot stand up, stand in. Pratyakshe sati daivate. That reason, that source, which is the God, which is the godly source, which is the divine source, because of which we took birth. If we cannot keep that source happy, what for am I? What for is my living? Is how he is saying. And so that is the great quotable quote. If anybody has book and pen, note this down. This is the shloka we should quote of the culture that Rama has set up as role model, which has been there, of course, but he has tried his best to set that role model. So, yato moolam narah pasyet pradurbhavam iha atmanaha katham tasminna varteta yakshe sati daivate. Right in front of my eyes, if I can see that divinity, because the divine source, which is the reason for my existence, for my birth, for my now having become an adult and a married Rama or a married person, if I cannot acknowledge that source, that parent, I'm a useless fellow, is how he's saying. So how can I not keep my father happy, is what he's saying. Kachitte parusham kinchit.
Kachitte parusham kinchit.
Abhimanat pita mama.
Abhimanat pita mama.
Ukto bhavatya roshena.
Uktyo bhavatya roshena.
Yatrasya lulitam manaha.
Yatrasya lulitam manaha.
So for Rama, his father is ultimate, right? So he doesn't spare anybody. He's first checked himself. Have I made any mistake? Check. No. Have my brothers done anything wrong? Check. No. Now he is asking. Kachit te parusham. Kachit te abhimanat. And he knows his mother Kaikeyi's nature, right? She is very, what to say, abhimanam is very, I will not call egoistic, but it is about very sensitive. In that sensitiveness, some people, oh, did you say wrong to me? They immediately burst out. So that is abhimanam. Abhimanat, because of your abhimana, self-pride, because of your self-pride, kachit, kahi, rosh bhavatya roshena mama pita parusham uktam. Uktaha, mama pita parusham uktaha. He's saying, because of that abhimana, hope you have not blurted out, or shouted in anger, in fury at my father just because maybe he tried to not have paid enough attention to you or have not heard you properly, or no, hope you have not shouted at him, right? I cannot spare anybody, not even you. If my father is not happy, I'm not going to spare anybody. So that is his devotion and commitment to his father. And we saw that even in Balakanda, right? When Vishwamitra asks him to shoot at Tataka, he hesitates. Then, Vishwamitra quotes the Esha Dharma Sanatana, right? Ritam va anritam chaiva prajarakshana karana patakam sadosham va kartavyam rajasonuna rajyabharani yuktanam esha dharma sanatana is the lesson that Vishwamitra says. This is the Sanatana Dharma. There is nothing black and white. For dharma, for the protection of people, whatever has to be done. Doesn't matter, even if she happens to be feminine form, she is a Rakshasi, go kill. Then also he doesn't say, I'm doing it because of this dharma. He then says, Piturvachana Gauravat Kartavyam iti. So because my father instructed that I should listen to you, and for my respect for my father, I am obeying his instruction to me to follow you, and hence I am shouting, he says. So much of his love and respect for his father. Probably because Dasharatha showered so much love also for him right from his childhood. So, Kachitte Parusham Kinchid Abhimanat Pita Mama Uktaha Bhavatya Roshena Yatra Asya Lulitam Manaha, because of which his heart is probably, his mind, his heart is slightly disheartened because of your, hopefully not because of your furious, short-tempered shouting at him. Etadachakshvame Devi.
Etadachakshame Devi.
Tatvena Paripruchataha.
Tatvena Paripruchataha.
Kim nimittam apurvoyam.
Kim nimittam apurvoyam.
Vikaro manujadhipe.
Vikaro manujadhipe.
So he tried to check everybody, and now he's saying, okay, she's still not answering. So, etadachakshva, please explain it to me. Me, Devi, to me, O lady, O mother, O queen. Tatvena, very, very important. Tattvataha, we keep hearing it, whether in Bhagavad Gita or in Ramayana, Mahabharata, in all our literatures. When somebody is serious, they say Tatvena. Tell me in spirit. Don't tell me verbatim. Verbatim, he might have said, go die, we say, right? But that is verbatim. It is not die. Don't tell me literally. What did he mean, in what is the intent behind it? So, tatvena achakshva, tell me by word, by spirit what he meant. What did he actually intend to say? Or what was the intent of his heart, of his this sorrow state? Devi, paripruchataha, I'm seeking you to know in all detail. Kim nimittam, for what reason, for what sake? Apurvaha ayam vikaraha. I mean, I have never seen such a vikara. Vikara is disformity. That means disformed state. I have never seen my father in such a state, such a sorrowful state, never before. Manujadhipe, the Lord of men, Lord of human beings. That means the Chakravarti. in such my father, I have never seen this state before. So please tell me in spirit what happened, what went wrong. I want to know it. Devi, please tell. Eva mukta tu Kaikeyi
एवमुक्ता तु कैकेयी
Raghavena Mahatmana
राघवेन महात्मना
Uvachedam sunirlajja
उवाचेदं सुनिर्लज्जा
Dhrishtamatmahitam vachah.
धृष्टमात्महितं वचः.
Valmiki could not spare, or he couldn't control himself. He directly saying, Sunirlajja. Lajja is shame. Nirlajja, shameless. Sunirlajja, absolutely shameless. Absolutely shameless. Kaikeyi, Eva Mukta, thus asked by Rama, by Raghavena Mahatmana, by that Mahatma Rama, one who is asked, Sunirlajja, without any shame, without realizing what went wrong and all of that. Sunirlajja, Atmahitam vachaha, even after this, whereas Rama is saying, what wrong would I have done? What wrong would my brothers have done? Have you done anything wrong? Have my mothers have done anything wrong? While he is so consciously checking out, this lady is still Atmahitam vachaha, her own selfish fulfilling, her self-fulfilling wish. Only drishtam, that too, very curt manner. Uvacha, she said this in a very, Rama, like that, in a very curtful manner. Na raja kupito Rama.
न राजा कुपितो राम
Vyasanam nasya kinchana.
व्यसनं नास्ति किंचन
Kinchin manogatam tvasya.
किंचिन् मनोगतं त्वस्य
Tvad-bhayan-na-abhi-bhaaShate.
त्वद्भयान्नाभिभाषते.
So now she's trying to show the age as children. When children are very young, children are afraid of parents. As adults, as they grow, they get married and now they are living together or whatever. Then parents start fearing the the grown-up adults, right? So we don't shout at them anymore. We try to very consciously speak to them. So she's saying, Vad bhayat na abhi-bhaaShate. He's afraid of talking to you. Na raja kupitaha. He's not angry. Na raja kupitaha. Rama, na raja kupitaha. He's not angry. Na vyasanam asya kinchana. Nor is he in any trouble, in any other trouble. Kinchit manogatam tu asya. I think he has something going on in his mind. Vat bhayat na abhi-bhaaShate. He has something going on in his mind that he is not able to talk to you because he's afraid of you. He's afraid. We also say it in English, I'm afraid I can't say. I'm afraid I'm wrong. You are wrong, like that. So like that, he's also afraid. Your father is afraid of you, and so he's not able to talk. He's afraid means he's afraid that he may have to hurt you, or you may get hurt, that you may be put to discomfort. So with all of that, he is afraid. Priyam tvam apriyam vaktum.
प्रियं त्वाम्
प्रियं वक्तुं
Vani nasya pravartate.
वाणी नास्य प्रवर्तते
Tad avasyam tvaya karyam.
तदवश्यं तदा कार्यं
Tvaya karyam.
त्वया कार्यं
Yadena shrutam mayi.
यदेनाश्रितं मयि.
So, tvam priyam apriyam vaktum asya vani na vartate is what she's saying. I know, for him, you are beloved. You are his beloved son. For him, more than all 3 wives and this empire, this wealth, all of this, you are the most beloved thing for him. To such a beloved one, how can he apriyam vaktum? He cannot say this displeasing statement or displeasing instructions. Apriyam vani vaktum na asya pravartate. He's not able to attempt to tell you that displeasing thing to his most pleasing beloved child. Tad avasyam tvaya karyam. However, even if he is not able to say, you have to do it. Tad avasyam tvaya karyam. That has to be done by you. That has to be implemented by you. Yad ena yad anena ashrutam mayi. That which was ashrutam means pratignatam, which means that by which, but that by whom I was promised. So that means he has promised me something. I was promised by him. He is not able to tell you what the promise is because he's afraid you might get hurt or you might be displeased. But you have to do it, Rama, because he has promised it to me. Yad anena, anena means by him. Ayam anena. Yad anena mai ashrutam tad tvaya karyam. That you have to do. Whatever he has promised me, you are the only one who can implement it. And you have to do it, Rama. And so what would Rama think? Oh yeah, my father has promised something to you. And you think I am the one I can do? Wow, great responsibility. I'll do it. Kind of a thing, right? That's how he should be thinking. Esha mahyam varam dattva.
Esha manyam varam dattvam.
Pura mam abhipujya cha.
Pura mam abhipujya cha.
Sapaschat tapyate raja.
Sapaschat taptate raja.
Yathanya prakrutastatha.
Yathanya prakrutastatha.
So Esha means he, this one. Esha is he. Pura mahyam varam dattva. Mam abhipujya cha. By honoring me, abhipujya, pujanam kritva, abhipujanam kritva. That means by honoring me. By honoring me for whatever help I have done to him in the past. Mahyam varam dattva. He having given me a boon, a rain check, a blank check. Don't know what I am going to seek. But he just said, whatever you want, I'll give you. So he gave me a blank signed white paper, empty blank paper signed for me, rain check or whatever. Such a person, prakrutaha yatha, anyaha prakrutaha yatha, just as ordinary man would, tatha saha raja paschat tapyate. See, ordinary men, what will happen? Hey, anything for you, I'll do it. Acha, can you please buy me this diamond necklace at $1 million? Oh, $1 million? What? Come on. Why do you want to? No. Only if you buy me, I will be happy now. What is this? $1 million? Damn. Why did I unnecessarily blurt out anything for you? I should have said anything that I can afford for you. I should have qualified it. Right? Ordinary men. Prakrutaha yatha. Just as ordinary men, paschat tapyate, paschat tapam kurute. That means you repent later. Unnecessarily I promised. Unnecessarily I committed. Like ordinary men would. Your father is also, now repenting and is dull like that. That he has given me a promise that he can't fulfill. That he can't ask you to execute it. What is this? He's like an ordinary man. Do you want to see your father like an ordinary man? Is what she's intending by saying prakrutaha, belittling in front of Rama, his own father, whom he adores and worships, so that Rama will stick to no matter what stand to see his father's promise and repute of keeping up his promise fulfilled. So to provoke Rama, or to keep Rama very conscious and still, she is saying, Prakritaha yatha anyaha paschat tapyate tatha saha raja. What is this? She is belittling him. Atisrujya dadaniti.
Atisrujya dadaniti.
Varam mama vishampatihi.
Varam mama vishampatihi.
Sa nirartham gata jale setum.
Sa nirartham gata jale setum.
Bandhitumichati.
Bandhitumichati.
She's saying, Atisrujya. Atisrujya means having given or having shot, having created or having shot or having given what? Varam. Mama dadani iti. Hey, I shall give you. Take it. It's for you. Having slipped his word and promised to me that he will do anything, that he will give me any two things. Vishampatihi, this king of all men, of all beings. Saha nirartham. Now he is like wastefully wastefully, without any purpose. Wastefully, he is crying. And like doing what? What is the simile given here? Gata jale setum bandhitum ichhati. So the water, let's say if it has already flooded, if the river has already flooded out, now if you go and build a dam there, or bridge there, what's the purpose? It's already flooded and spoiled the whole country or the village, the whole land there. The people's homes and all are destroyed. Now if I go and build a bridge, it's after the fact. I mean, after the effect, there is no point. Yeah, it might help for some time later. But generally, this example given is Gata jale setum bandhitum ichhati. Means after the fact, you have burnt your fingers. Now what's the point? Kind of a thing. He is crying now. He has already given the promise. He should stick to it and not worry about building the bridges now. And so, dharma moolam idam Rama.
Dharma moolam idam Rama.
Viditam cha satamapi.
Viditam cha satamapi.
Tat satyam na tyajed raja.
Tat satyam na tyajed raja.
Kupitas tvat krite yatha.
Kupitas krite raja yatha.
Yatha. So she's again saying, hey, Rama, you know what? Because Rama is Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma. She knows it. So she's in a way cornering, bounding Rama into the boundaries of sticking to Dharma. Of previously, what did she say? That your father should not end up not sticking to his promise. She's setting one by one boundary wall, so that Rama is cornered to fulfill her wish no matter what. So she is now saying, idam satamapi viditam dharma moolam. Hey, this is even by great people, satamapi viditam. This is known, this is aware, this is known by all great people, all powerful people also, and that this is the dharma moolam, that if you promise somebody, you have to fulfill it. Idam dharma moolam Rama satamapi cha viditam tat satyam na tyajed raja. Make sure that this king shall not give up, na tyajed, that he may not give up. Make sure that he may not give up the truth. Satyam na tyajet Rama kupitaha tvat krute yatha. Even if he becomes angry for your sake. Meaning, she is already in a way hinting that he will be angry because in fulfilling that promise, you will be hurt. If you are hurt, he will become angry, or he will lose his temper. And so make sure that even if he loses his temper, that he will not lose his stance to the truth. Satyam na tyajet raja upitastvat krute yatha. And yadi tad vakshate raja.
Yadi tat vakshate raja.
Shubham va yadi va shubham.
Shubham va yadi va shubham.
Karishyasi tatas sarvam.
Karishyasi tatat sarvam.
Akhyāsyāmi punastvaham.
Mākhyāsvāmi punastavam.
Punastu aham. So she's saying, why will he be kupitaha? Why will Raja be kupitaha? So yadi tad vakshyate, if he shall tell you, it is in future tense, vakshyate, vadati, vakshyate in future tense. Yadi tad vakshyate Raja shubham va yadi ashubham. Whether he is going to tell you pleasing thing, an auspicious thing, or an unauspicious thing. As whatever as the promise he has made to me, to you. Yadi karishyasi, shubham va ashubham. Whether it is shubham or ashubham. If he tells you, yadi karishyasi, if you shall execute it, if you shall implement it, tata sarvam akhyāsyāmi. Then I shall tell you all of that, what it is. Then I shall explain it, why. I shall narrate it to you. Punaha tu aham. Later I will tell to you all the details. But only if you promise that you will implement it, whether it is pleasing to you or displeasing to you, if your father, whatever your father tells you. Yaditvabhihitam raja.
Yadi tvabhihitam raja.
Tvayi tanna vipatsyate.
Tvayi tanna vipatsyate.
Tatoham abhidhasyami.
Tatoham abhidhasyami.
Na hyesha tvayi vakshyati.
Na hyesha tvayi vakshati.
So Raja abhihitam tat tvayi na vipatsyate. Whatever he wants to abhihitam, whatever he wants to express tvayi to you, in you, na vipatsyate. Whatever he says, make sure that it may not go in vain. Tataha aham abhidasyami. If so, then I shall, explain it to you. Esha tvayi vakshyati. Esha nahi esha tvayi vakshyati. He, even if he doesn't tell you, even if he doesn't directly tell you, if you promise, then whatever he wants to say, I will explain it to you. I will narrate to you what he intended to say to you, but is unable to tell you, but will not be able to tell you. That is how she is preparing Rama for the upcoming request that she is going to make. Etattu vachanam shrutva.
Etattu vachanam shrutva.
Kaikeya samudahritam.
Kaikeya samrutahritam.
Uvacha vyathito Ramaha.
Uvacha vyathito Ramaha.
Tam devim nrupasannidhau.
Tam devim nrupasannidhau.
Sannidhau.
Sorry. Sannidhau.
So etat vachanam shrutva, etat Kaikeyaha etat vachanam samudahritam shrutva. This, reply of Kaikeyi, that is thoroughly explained by her, uttered by her. Having heard that, Vyathitaha is hurt. Why so much drama is being made now? What is wrong? We are such a happy family all these days. What is wrong today? So his he's hurt, he's depressed, he's sorrow, he's unhappy, that something is wrong. What is wrong? So Vyatitaha Ramaha Nrupasannidhau, in the face of, in front of the king, or in the presence of the king, Nrupasannidhau Tam Devim Ramaha Vyatitaha Uvacha. Then Rama responded back to Kaikeyi. Ahodhin-narhasi Devi.
Ahodhin-narhasi Devi.
Vaktum mamidrusham vachaha.
Vaktum mamidrusham vachaha.
Aham hi vachanad rajnyaha.
Aham hi vachanad rajnyaha.
Pateyamapi pavake.
Pateyamapi pavake.
Here onwards, Rama's promises will go like, I mean, even today, that's what I say, right? We are living Ramayanam culture even today. It is not ancient. It is not mythology, because we are living it. How can anything be mythology if we are still able to live it? What you cannot live is what you cannot see, what you cannot imagine is probably mythology. What we are living, what we are speaking, how can that be mythology? Right? So he's saying, Aho dhik, because he's now hurt. That his mother also, why is she suspecting that I won't do anything to please my father? Why is she putting it conditionally? If only you promise, if only you guarantee that you will implement, even if your father gets angry. What is all this? Don't you trust me? Don't you know who I am? What I lived for? What I want to live for? So, aho dhik, what is this? Kind of a hurt response that he gave. Aho dhik, Devi, idrusham vachaha vaktum tvam narhasi. You can't say this to me, oh Devi. If somebody else, a stranger, says like this, because they don't know about me, they put all these conditional statements, covered up statements, then I can understand. But you, how can you say this to me with all these conditions and all? Don't you trust me? Aho dhik, Devi, idrusham vachaha mam vaktum narhasi. You can't say this to me. Aham hi vachanat rajnyaha vachanat. For my father's sake, or because of my father's sake. Aham hi pavake pateyam api. Pavake api pateyam. Even pavaka is what? Let's see. How many of you remember?
Fire.
Agni.
Fire. Agni. Pavanam karoti iti pavakaha. Right? You put gold, any raw material ore in it, it shines it. So it purifies it. So pavakaha. Pavanam karoti iti pavaka. Pavake api rajnyaha vachanataham pateyam. If the king asks me, I shall jump into fire. I don't care. I shall jump into fire. Pavake api pateyamaham. And he's saying, Bhakshayeyam visham tikshnam.
Bhakshayeyam visham tiksham.
Pateyam api charnave.
Pateyam api charnave.
Niyukto guruna pitra.
Niyukto guruna pitra.
Drupena cha hitena cha.
Drupena cha hitena cha.
So I will jump into fire if he orders me. Visham tikshnam visham bhakshayeyam. If he says, Rama, eat this poison, this, most virile poison. They say, right? Poison ivy. Poisonous ivy also. If even burning poison, garalam, bhakshayeyam, I shall consume poison if my father asks, if that king asks me. Pateyam cha arnave. Arnava is sagar, samudra, sea. I shall drown myself into sea if he asks me. So either into fire or into water or into fire, the poison, I shall offer myself. for my father's sake, for the king's sake. Why? Niyuktaha. If I am asked to, if I am appointed to, Niyuktaha Guruna Pitra Nrupena Hitena Cha. Because he has done Upanayinam, Brahmopadesham. So father is the first guru, we say, right? Of course, mother is the first guru. But after Upanayinam, father is the guru because he does the Brahmopadesham. So Guruna Pitra, by my father who is like guru. And Nrupena, by the king, Hitena Cha, for his welfare sake, for his best, for the best for him. If I am asked to, I shall jump in fire, I shall consume poison, I shall drown myself into sea, into water. Doesn't matter. Don't you know? And hence, how can you conditionally put all these conditions before even telling what I should do? Tell me right away. And now is the quotable quote. Let's all say this. And then, yeah, we are 2 minutes late, but we'll stop there. Tadbruhi vachanam devi.
Tadbruhi vachanam devi.
Devi.
Rajño yadabhikankshitam.
Ragno yadabhikankshitam.
Karishye pratijane cha.
Karishye pratijane.
Pratijane cha.
Ramo dvir-na-abhi-bhaaShate.
Ramo dvir-na-abhi-bhaaShate.
Rama doesn't talk double standards. Ramo dvir-na-abhi-bhaaShate. He's saying, I shall not. But that's the royal style, right? You say Rama, he won't say. Ramo dvir-na-abhi-bhaaShate. In fact, we don't know if Valmiki is saying it because he's saying Ramo dvir-na-abhi-bhaaShate. Otherwise, he would have said Aham dvir-na-abhi-bhaashe. But he's saying Ramo dvir-na-abhi-bhaaShate. It's like a quote. Rama himself is making it for us. Karishye pratijane cha. I shall do. I shall promise you. Pratijane cha. And I am promising you, I shall do. Rajna yad abhikangshitam. What was that wished by the king? Tadbruhi Devi Vachanam. Oh Devi, please tell me that word, that sentence, or that intent, that real true intent of the king that he wanted. I shall do it. I promise you. Pratijane cha. Ramo dvir-na-abhi-bhaaShate. Rama doesn't have double standards. He doesn't talk two things. He doesn't promise in front of you, go back and laugh at it. No. If he says, it's done forever, for true. Ramo dvir-na-abhi-bhaaShate. With that, we will stop here today. We are 4 minutes late, but can anyone, Lavanyaji, can you say Shanti Mantra?
Yes, Babaji. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayaha. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kashchid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.